Some fast food companies have benefited from inflation, but Burger King has struggled financially in recent years. According to Today.com, the well-known fast food business Burger King intends to close up 400 locations by the end of 2023. The CEO of Burger King's parent company, Restaurant Brands International Incorporated, revealed this week that the company plans to close 300 to 400 outlets. In a conference call to discuss Q1 profits, the CEO, Joshua Kobza, stated that the company historically closes a couple of hundred Burger King restaurants yearly. Several significant Burger King franchises have declared bankruptcy this year, including Tom's King in Illinois, EYM King in Michigan, and Meridian Restaurants Unlimited in Utah. As per an Eatery Brands Worldwide Delivery reporting the profit, 124 burger rulers have proactively covered for this present year, getting the complete number in the US to less than 7,000. During the conference call, Kobza stated that the company intends to collaborate with smaller franchisees to improve the overall health of the franchise system. He stated that the company intends to only permit high-quality restaurant owners to construct new restaurants or require existing ones that will operate regionally and under local ownership. One of the main variables is the readiness of our franchisees who have a few eateries to work with us and focus on executing the progressions fundamental, he said. Kobza added that a fair level of vulnerability regarding correct numbers represents future things. He further stated, "This will depend to a certain extent on the pace of recovery in the business, which we've already begun to see." The business didn't say which locations would close or give a more specific timetable. Burger King US reported that sales increased by 8.7% despite the store closures. Still, the company is closing locations in Minnesota, Utah, Montana, Kansas, Nebraska, and North Dakota may close more restaurants. Due to a court order, the 116-unit Burger King franchise Meridian Restaurants Unlimited declared bankruptcy in March. However, in a court filing earlier this month, the company stated that it intends to close 27 Burger Kings, including locations in Utah in Clearfield, Draper, Heber, Leah, Salt Lake City, Sandy, and Saratoga Springs. Here is a comprehensive list of closures as reported by Meridian in court filings: Minnesota, Utah, Montana, Kansas, Nebraska, and North Dakota. Many are in small towns like Lewiston, Montana, a city of around 6,126 miles north of Billings. 9 stores belonging to a different sizable Burger King chain with headquarters in Ogden will be shut down. The franchisee owns and operates more than 100 fast food restaurants in multiple states. Meridian is engaging with landlords for operational improvements and rent reductions. It will be in the debtor's best interest not to conduct store closing at most of its locations, the business stated in a filing. Originally planning to close 23 restaurants on March 29th, the firm added 4 more to the roster last week. 1 out of every 5 Meridian sites will be closing. The franchisee also leaves the possibility of closure open, saying it is possible, if not likely, that further analysis will show that more closures are appropriate. However, corporate representatives do not intend to close all of the company's restaurants or even a sizable number. Restaurant Business Magazine claims Meridian is also open to additional closures, stating that it is possible, if not likely, that additional closures are appropriate based on further analysis. However, the company asserted that none, let alone all, of its restaurants would be closed. In the past few years after the COVID-19 pandemic, franchisees system-wide have experienced declining foot traffic, Meridian stated in a filing dated April the 4th in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the District of Utah. Meridian said while its organizations experienced a fundamental loss of people strolling through, bringing about declining income, costs like lease, obligation administration, and other monetary commitments didn't see equivalent decays. The effect of outside pressures on Meridian's financial health were also mentioned in the court document, including recent pay hikes of 33% over the past 5 years and inflation of 22% over the previous 2 years regarding labor prices, shipping, and food. Meridian said it had deals volumes beneath the normal for Burger Lord establishments, which acquire around $1.4 million yearly, and keeping in mind that a few CAFs were beneficial, others were losing money. Although the Black Bear Diner restaurant chain is not mentioned in the court filing, Meridian owns and operates some. According to Restaurant Business Magazine, Meridian is one of 2 large Burger King operators to file for bankruptcy this year. A third operator also closed 26 restaurants in Michigan. At a time when costs have risen, Burger King franchise owners have struggled with low profitability and weak sales. Meridian Calf's Limitless couldn't be reached by telephone Monday and didn't quickly answer a Deseret News email looking for input on the liquidation continuing. The Wall Street Journey studied and said that in the fall, Burger King's parent company, Restaurant Brands, based in Toronto, appointed a new executive leadership and set aside $400 million to boost advertising and revamp everything from restaurant design to construction of Burger King's flagship burgers. Leaders told the Money Road Diary that excessively intricate menus, slow activities, and obsolete CAFs have discolored Burger Lords remaining with coffee shops and financial backers. Tom Curtis, a veteran Domino's Pizza executive, was hired by Burger King in 2021 to lead the company's operations in the United States. According to the Journal's report, Curtis has highlighted issues in Burger King's kitchen operations, such as difficulties with standardization and menu items like the Chicken chicken sandwich that are too complicated for workers. The announcement of Meridian's closures comes as Burger King, which remained the number 2 spot for years regarding fast food chain sales revenues in the United States. It currently trails McDonald's, Wendy's, and Chick-fil-A. Be that as it may, while Burger Ruler has battled, other US cheap food organizations have recently experienced a business boom due to expansion-wary customers looking for discounts on their food purchases. Recently, McDonald's was responsible in the fourth quarter of 2022 by more than 10%, the second consecutive quarter with increased customer traffic at the company's US stores. According to CNBC, CEO Chris Kempczynski stated on a January earnings call, overall the consumer, whether in Europe or the US, is holding up better than what was expected a year ago or 6 months ago. McDonald's will reportedly open 1,900 new outlets. Over 400 licensees with operating markets in the United States and abroad will open the remaining spaces as developmental licensees. Yum Brands, which establishments or works KFC, Taco Chime, Pizza Hovel, or Prospensity Burger Calves, revealed final quarter net deals rose 7% throughout a similar time a year ago. Same-store sales at Taco Bell locations, the store's largest brand, increased by 11% in the final quarter of 2022, contributing significantly to that expansion. The US cheap food or speedy help cafe area produced more than $330 billion in 2022, as indicated by a gauge from business information site Statista. While a third company closed 26 Burger King locations in Michigan, Meridian is one of 2 significant Burger King operators to declare bankruptcy. The business has battled with mediocre profitability and sales during rising costs. Although Burger King has invested in remodeling and marketing, several outlets have reduced unit volumes.